I, Amalia Shapiro, love Virginia McLean, but not as much as she loves Elvis, Perdido Beach, and Zac Brown Band. That's because when Virginia loves, she loves hard. She goes through different obsessions every couple of months, and those become her main talking points. Virginia's passion for the things she loves translates into a deep and genuine care for those around her, making her a truly special friend. She is undeniably loyal, gracious, and thoughtful. Freshman year, I remember talking to Virg about our shared love for Zac Brown Band. She remembered our conversation and invited me to go with her to their concert 3 years later. Virginia remembers the small details, a quality our class deeply values in her. In true Elvis fashion, I know Virginia is going to take care of business, so I present to you the queen of rock and roll, Virginia Hastings McLean.
The black slacks, a royal blue polo shirt 3 sizes too big, jet black tennis shoes, and a slick back ponytail. This is what I wore almost every day the summer between sophomore and junior year when I would go to work at Elvis Presley's house at Graceland. You may wonder how I stumbled upon this opportunity or why I would choose this as my first job. The only answer I have is that I tend to go through little phases of extreme hyperfixation. These phases span from months to even years at a time, and they sort of become my personality. So as Amalia mentioned, when I love something, I really love it. There was a dolphin phase where I was so obsessed with dolphins that my grandmother adopted a dolphin for me that I could track and get updates on. There's been a Hamilton phase, including when I performed the opening song with Lydia Ford in front of the entire student body at GSL. There was Grey's Anatomy, where my heart was set on being a cardiothoracic surgeon, although this eventually changed after I attempted, then dropped, Miss Dunlap's honors accelerated chemistry class. And maybe my most notable of all things Elvis. I have a 12-hour playlist of all of his music. I wrote my sophomore year term paper on his musical impact. I have many Elvis decorations in my room. I've seen the movie over 30 times, and I worked at Graceland for 5 months. I still don't know why I get so into these things, but I do know that they bring me joy. When I have a bad day, I have the current music I'm really into, or the TV show I just can't stop watching, and I can count on that to cheer me up. But don't worry, I have faced plenty of ridicule for these phases. It's mostly playful, but to be completely honest, there have been times where it's gotten to me. I've questioned whether I should maybe turn down the enthusiasm a notch, because believe it or not, I have been embarrassed by my hyperfixations. However, a couple months ago, I was having a conversation with my friend Addison about the embarrassment I feel when I can't keep it under control. She told me that these little phases I go through are part of what makes me, me, and I shouldn't be embarrassed to hide who I am just for the sake of pleasing others. So when I look back on each phase that I've gone through, I also get to see how I've grown as a person. When I look back on my love for dolphins, I see a 5-year-old squealing when she saw one in the wild for the first time, who formed a strong appreciation for the ocean that she still has today. When I think about my love for Grey's Anatomy, I see a determined 14-year-old who is starting to think about her future, even though she still doesn't know what she wants to do. When I think about Elvis, I see a 16-year-old being adventurous enough to apply and interview for her first job. So I learned something about myself through each phase, and I will continue that through each future phase of my life. Because how do I know what truly brings me joy in life if I don't take action to elevate that joy? So to the class of 2025, thank you for listening to the never-ending Elvis facts I'm certain you all don't care about. I'm still going to talk about the things that bring me joy. I just can't help it. But I'm also not going to apologize for that either, because no one should feel embarrassed to the point of hiding what they like, and everyone should feel free to express their joy in a way that makes them feel like they are seen and heard. So talk about your favorite artist, your favorite movie, your favorite vacation, or really whatever it is that makes you happy. Never be afraid to hide who you are and express your joy in the way that makes you feel the happiest. Thank you.